Welcome to the show, Josh. How you doing today?
Doing good.
Awesome.
How you doing?
Doing fantastic now that you're here.
Okay.
Talking about this. Glad that you're here, man. We got Freddie over here, too.
I'm
Welcome
good,
back to
in
the
case
show.
you were wondering.
I'm getting to you, man.
I know.
Come on. Slow down. It's about Josh.
Forget it.
So, Josh, how you doing today?
Doing good.
Good.
Doing good. You guys got me here a little early, but my day off.
Mine too, man.
A little pissed off about it, but it's all good.
Starting the day with a bang. So, Josh, on your way here, are you listening to any music?
I was, but it was a playlist. It was a whole bunch of songs, but the only song that sticks out was a song called Thou Shall by Young Buck. Very violent song,
Okay.
and that's probably why it sticks out.
Gonna have to check it out. Haven't heard it. Check it out.
Yeah.
All right, one other Spitfire question. If you had any superpower in the world, what would it be? Last time, I told Freddie I would choose flying just so I could get like a bird eye's perspective on things and kind of just like go wherever I wanted.
I'd feed all the children. Is that a superpower? All the children of the world.
You'd feed off of them.
I'd feed them. I'd be like
Feed
this.
them. I thought you were going to a dark place right there, man.
No, I'd be like, you're fed now. Is that a superpower?
I mean, yeah, we could
World
be.
peace.
Yeah,
Why not?
Everybody chill out.
a mental power. Yeah, absolutely.
So you want to be
Too, I don't
Jesus?
know.
You want to be Jesus?
Take it how you want. Take it how you want.
You got the beard for it, so it's good.
I didn't expect you to go that direction with it, Jesus direction, but that's fine, you know.
You said Jesus.
That's true. I did say that, so that was. I just remember him feeding a lot of people with one fish.
However I do it.
There's more to that story, but we're not going to talk about that now.
You sure?
No, absolutely, we're not talking about that. Everyone says Joe Rogan has Jamie. I have a Josh. This man is full of knowledge. Love it. This guy is so peaceful, walking through the world, easy as could be.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, see?
But I could never be your Jamie, though. I don't even have a computer.
You have all the knowledge inside your head. That's what's better than Jamie.
You're a walking, living, breathing computer.
Let's not embarrass this guy. He'll never come back again. Yeah, man. I want to have this
start
guy
talking
on.
and sound, like an idiot, and then you're hyping me up from the jump.
Well, that's my perspective, man. That's why I love you.
I appreciate it.
That's why
Love
you're
you
here.
too.
You're helping me out with this. Give me good feedback.
Yes,
Got you on the
sir.
show, man.
Yes, sir.
Love it.
Yes, sir.
So, a few things, man. Have you ever done anything crazy in your life, like skydiving, cliff jumping, or bungee jumping?
No, nothing. I've been saying I was going to skydive for like the last. What happened in the plasma ball? I turned off.
Oh,
I'll take a look at this.
Technical difficulties.
Oh, no, I think it's maybe the timer. I don't know.
Which one? No, I've been wanting to skydive for like years now. I just never end up going and doing it.
Okay. Yeah.
Crazy stuff? No, I don't know.
I've gone
Not really,
skydiving
to be
before.
honest. Yeah. Cool, fun, worth it.
It's once in a lifetime deal.
Yeah.
When I went to Cross Keys there.
Yeah, here that's the spot. I heard only one person died there, so
Yeah. But that's the risk you take for the reward that you get. And it's
Yeah.
so worth it. I'm telling you, man. It was like euphoric, kind of like just falling. Like you're falling. I think like maybe 30 seconds.
that's what I was going to say. It's like a really short-lived fall, right?
It
It's
is.
like a misconception that you're like just like dropping forever.
But it feels like time has slowed down, which is crazy. And it was nice, clear day to where I could see Philadelphia skyline and I could see the ocean. I could kind of see everything. And it wasn't like the ground was rushing to me. It was nice. It's like time slowed down.
Yeah. Okay.
But the long time was after we pulled the parachute. That was a long time.
Yeah.
But
like how long? Like a couple minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, or longer?
Well, it depends on the wind, because your trajectory will dictate that on how far you're gliding, where you're going, and everything else like that. We ended up landing in some string bean patch or whatever. But
yeah, you steal some string beans? You're like,
no,
get your money back?
no string beans.
Okay.
How fast do you fall? What is your speed when you're heading towards that? Do you know your speed?
I guess it depends on how heavy you are. Weight.
Free falling, you're saying?
Yeah, free falling. I'm sure it's got to be it's got to be average.
A speed for free. I think there's a speed for that, right? Isn't that like when the building collapses? That's like, I don't know. I could see. I'm making shit up, man. I ain't know Jamie.
Ain't making nothing up, Brady.
I feel like maybe that could be a thing. Maybe
buildings collapse, just so you know. So you didn't make that up.
No, but you know, in a demolition when they say they free fall, I think that's like a universal speed. But I feel like I could be making that up.
There has to be universal speed when you're falling from a plane. There's no other way to get down to the ground. So there has to be like an average speed of an average person falling from a plane to the ground.
So we don't know. But my question would be, is it scary? Like, because you're on somebody when you get to when the door opens, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's tandem. He's attached to you, and he has the parachute. So basically, I'm trusting this guy, but you or myself, I pulled the actual ripcord.
Yeah.
That's what goes off. You have an altimeter.
You don't have anything on? You don't have like a safety or nothing? Like, what if like what if before you left, he didn't tie you on real tight and you just slipped off and you're just like, damn.
Oh, no, you're strapped in when you guys actually get onto the plane.
Yeah.
Like you're sitting like piggyback.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Well, my question is, what if you got to the top and the door opened and you're like, oh man, nah.
Nah, you're going.
You're going.
You're going no matter what.
Did they tell you that before you go?
Oh, you're going no matter what. You're on that plane. This guy's going to push you. Yeah. Like I seen people like kind of like hesitating.
Yeah.
Nope. They're going.
Yeah.
They're jumping.
I feel like I wouldn't be scared, but I mean, it's got to be a little intimidating. I don't know. I never did it, so I guess I really don't know. But
I did it when I was 27, so
I have a number here as how fast somebody falls from an airplane during free falling. Is that what you call free falling or parachuting?
Yeah, it's free falling. It's tandem because you're attached to someone. That's the technical term.
Yeah, so that's what
weight doesn't matter though, right? Does weight matter?
Density.
It does matter?
I think so. But I think
right. Yeah, it would have to matter.
Remember in high school where they dropped like a tennis ball and they dropped like a bowling ball and they like hit at the same time or something like that?
We didn't do that in my high school, but I'll take your word for it.
So I got here the number, tandem free falling. I'd love to hear what you think, your guess.
How many miles per hour?
How many miles per hour? This says tandem pair, so I'm assuming that's two people. There's what a pair is.
Probably 150 miles an hour.
What do you think?
No, I can't even make a number up. Maybe
he'd probably go off of his because he knows he did it.
The ballpark then. Maybe 125. I don't know.
That was close. It says 120.
Wow.
120. So you were.
I would have won the showcase.
You would have won the showcase right there.
Yeah. Awesome.
Oh wait, no, it's over. You can't be over.
But you're the closest one still.
Oh, okay.
So you would technically win.
I don't know shit about Price is Right either.
That's my rules. I just made it up.
120. That's fast.
Yeah, you don't hear anything. All you hear is just the wind blowing past your ears. And you got like these little like face shields, stuff like that. Your cheeks are flapping.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, one day I'll do it.
Yeah, man. Let me know, man. Might go with you.
I'll hit you up.
Cool. Awesome.
How many people can go at one time? Like, can you get like a group of 10 people? Hey, 10 of us are going.
Yeah, absolutely.
Does the airplane fit 10 people? Is it a smaller airplane? Like,
coming? Would you do it?
Yeah, I'd do it. Yeah.
I feel like you wouldn't do it.
I mean, I would do it. Well, think about it. Like we
You're
already
the one
said,
guy that they wouldn't be able to make it out.
once
of the
you're
plane.
up there, there's no turning back. You're going.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah,
the main thing is just getting
absolutely.
on the airplane. That's really the hardest part. And I'm not worried about getting on an airplane. So that's not like a fear.
It's not really an airplane.
What is it?
It's a
Helicopter?
box. It's a box with wings and an engine. And that's it. I'm telling you, there's nothing like it. So, alrighty.
I'm going to bring up something, soundtracks. Soundtracks. What's your favorite soundtrack for movies or video games or anything along those lines?
Like for a whole movie, or just like one song, like the main
It could
thing?
be anything. So if that one song just hits hard and you're like, oh, this is the best soundtrack, then that's the best soundtrack.
Yeah, man.
And that's a loaded question for me because I already have an answer.
All right,
I'm
well,
going to
then
go
you
back
go
old
first.
school.
I got to think about that.
You want to hear mine? And this is something it's a preloaded question because I've actually just been listening to it. Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
You were singing it earlier
Yep.
when you went into the bathroom.
I was listening to it on the way here.
Yeah.
So to read back to go, what I was listening to was Tony Hawk Pro Skater, 1 or 2, both legit. Do you remember playing that game for hours, just listening to the music?
Yeah. It was a
back
good
in the day.
soundtrack. Wait, I thought you said movie.
Movie, whatever. But
Okay.
I'm
Movie soundtrack.
Mine was a preloaded. Like I already knew my answer, so
You just wanted to tell everybody that.
I did. Yeah,
Tony
correct.
Hawk. We all
So-
did.
But I wanted to see if you were on the same page. Like I can go Departed soundtrack. And like I said, this is all
I
stuff
have
that I thought
Departed
about.
on DVD, and I've never seen it before. The Departed. Yeah, I have it. I don't know where it came from. I didn't buy it. Maybe I did buy it. Somehow it's in a crate.
You got to get in the car. You got to get in the car and watch it.
Yeah, see, that's probably. I don't know that
You
reference.
gotta.
But
You and your Boston
Yeah, you're not a cop. Are you a cop?
Boston accent.
You got to get in the car.
yeah, I don't know it. It's
Nah.
stop doing that.
Nah.
I would say maybe Bloodsport. I know that you guys probably prepared for that. For me to say one of those movies, but so many good songs in there.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Kumite song.
When was Bloodsport
Fight to
made?
Survive, 1988.
There you go, man.
Yes, sir.
Best Jean-Claude Van Damme movie.
Jean-Claude Van Damme. Yeah, I think so. That one or Kickboxer, but I don't know. I go back and forth. They're both so good.
Gotcha.
It came out like the following year. It came right after.
So,
Wasn't even born yet.
yeah.
Was that 88 or you were born then, right?
I was born 89. I was born January 89. So I was just
born.
missed 88.
Wow.
I think we were talking about before, and I don't know if we asked you this question. Maybe we did, but Predator or RoboCop? I know we've asked you that before, or maybe I didn't, but there's a huge topic 2 weeks ago about it.
So there are movies I watched too when I was younger, but you guys are a little bit older than me, so you've seen them. You were probably older when you seen them than I was, obviously.
Probably 3, but I didn't watch it when I was 3.
I mean, I guess, yeah. Because I remember watching RoboCop when I was younger, but I couldn't tell you a thing about RoboCop. Like, I know what it is. I know, like, the story, but I know, like, what it's about. A guy that got, like, all jacked up and now he's, like, half robot or whatever. Predator to me kills
all robot.
RoboCop. Predator to me kills RoboCop.
Kills it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say kill, but it definitely
Maybe
is
if I
better.
seen it now in its entirety, I wouldn't say that, but like, I don't know. Predator is so.
It can't be beat, but think about the cast that RoboCop had.
I don't know the cast.
Exactly.
Okay.
But you know Arnold. So when you have like a Predator, you have this movie with better actors. Do you think it gets more attention?
Highly possible.
Do you think that's why, if Arnold was not in that movie, do you think it'd be as hyped up as it is now?
I can't compare the two because I don't remember RoboCop, but I know Predator is super violent and looks cool. And yeah, Arnold's in it, so I don't know. I feel like there's no way RoboCop's going to be better. But like I told you, a little bit ago, Jean-Claude Van Damme was supposed to be Predator in the suit. He filmed it for a little bit, and then I forget why he couldn't do it.
Oh, that's
The
interesting.
suit was too much, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, you were telling me.
yeah.
So,
That's a lot with the Batman. Same thing with them putting on those suits. They get very claustrophobic, wearing it for hours.
Yeah, I heard something about that. I don't know if you sent it to me or if I just saw it randomly online, but it was something about like the first question they ask for is like how they go to the bathroom in it when they're filming. Because I guess once they get into it, they're stuck in that suit for a while. So that's like a thing Christian Bale, I think, told Robert Pattinson or whatever. Or it's just something that's like passed down every time or something. Make sure you can go to the bathroom in it. Weird fact, but
It's the same thing. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No.
I was going to say, same thing with the RoboCop suit was the same. They had issues from it from the door. They almost canceled the whole movie because they had issues with the actual suit itself. Because
RoboCop?
Yeah. Movie never even, might have not even happened. They actually quit, I believe.
Really?
So, because the suit, the guy could not function in the suit the way he wanted to function. So he ended up taking classes on, I'd have to actually Google this, but taking classes on like different type of movements. And I don't know how to explain it, but it's a form. It's like an art form. It's an art form of how he moves.
Are you saying to move robotically?
Yes.
Okay.
But that wasn't the original plan for that.
It just happened because the suit was rough.
Was so rough that ended up happening that way, and he ended up taking classes, and they're like, "No way, this is going to look good. This is going to look stupid." And next thing you know, that's what became, RoboCop. And actually, that's what made it good, I think, in my opinion.
You know what's crazy? We used to have RoboCop toys too. I had two older brothers, so 2 and 3 years older than me. So it's weird. It's like I don't really remember anything about it, but it'd be funny if I watched it now and I'm like, hey, this is the best movie ever. This fucking kills Predator. So I'm putting that out there now. I'm not standing by it's better, but I just feel like there's no way it's better than Predator.
Sounds like you have homework to do.
I do. Yes, I don't know.
What about you?
Aren't there like 3 RoboCops too? Isn't there like 3 of
just
them?
watch the first or second one. Don't watch that third one.
The third one's not good?
I don't think so. That's why they went different actor, different
Okay,
everything.
that's dumb right
They went
there.
off the chart of it.
Yeah.
So did you answer? You said Predator still, right?
I'm gonna have to review the tape on that one, but I think Predator. I'd like that movie a little bit better because it was just the action heroes, man. At that time,
Carl Weathers, is that his name?
Carl Weathers, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jesse Ventura.
Oh, I didn't even know he was in that movie. See, I was young when that came out, so now I know who he is now.
I forgot about that.
I ain't got time to bleed. That's such a good.
But I think that's what makes it. That's what makes it. It's better because it has better actors, and
not necessarily though. I feel like that's. I mean,
I'm just saying it gets more attention because of. I believe because
we're not talking about attention though. I mean, I feel like it's either going to be better or not though. I mean, you could pick up any blockbuster movie that has like big names in it. It's not better. It doesn't mean it's better.
I think it's more popularity. But who was that Creed guy? Wasn't that Creed in it?
Yeah, that's Carl Weathers.
Carl Weathers.
Okay, all right. I didn't know his name, so
About to smack you.
no, I didn't know his name.
Smack you.
So.
Oh,
Get
jeez.
together, boy.
Jeez.
Dylan.
And they're like clapping it up and they're seeing their biceps going, man. They're like, yeah, they're badass dudes.
Yeah.
About to fuck shit up. So, all right, well,
Damn, we just went from skydiving to that went pretty deep on RoboCop Predator.
yeah, man.
Why are you comparing those two movies? Why?
I
feel like that's
It was
That's him.
Yeah.
that's this
Something like
guy
that.
over here.
So they asked me, then I said I was the only one that said RoboCop, and they're like, "Oh, come on, man!" Like, and I'm like, I gotta stick by it, man. That's me growing up. I didn't even know that. I said this before. I didn't know there was a first Predator. I only seen the second one with Danny Glover. It was still good, but that was when I was growing up.
Wait, so you saw a movie?
I saw the second one. Yeah,
He saw-
You saw a movie called Predator 2?
yeah.
He saw a
And
sequel.
didn't know there was a first one?
I was 10 years old, man. What do you want from me?
Who lets their kid watch?
Obviously,
rated
we
R
all
movie
did. We
at
all
10 years
watched it as
old.
kids. We all watched it as kids, right or wrong.
It's true. Very true.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like back then, like, you know how like movies were always on like TV, like TNT, or like, you know, at the time, like you couldn't record or know, you know what I mean? You know how TV, obviously, you know how TV was back then. Like, you know, it's coming on tonight at like 7:30. You know what I mean? And you'd have to be there at 7:30 and watch that movie.
Yeah.
I feel like the first one was probably played before the second one, right?
Oh, absolutely.
And what year were you? What year was it when you were 10 years old?
Well, that's what you have to think about. When did that movie come out? Because if I was born in '86, even though it could have came out in Could have came out 89, 90s, whatever it came out, which we could probably Google, but whenever that came out, think about it. If I'm 5, I'm not watching that. But if the second one came out and I was 10 or I didn't even know because that happened so far back. You don't, it's on TV. You watch it. You don't think, you just see a cool predator running around New York City.
It was called Predator 2.
Was it?
Yeah.
I think so.
It wasn't called Predator Lost in New York?
No. Predator 2.
Man, wow.
That's enough. That's enough to know. There was
Predator
the first one.
Lost in New York?
That's Home Alone.
How does a predator get lost in New York? Like, he's taking the subway? Hey, he's hailing the cab or something like that?
He was taking the subway, though. He didn't know his way around. He's not from New York.
What is inside your head? That's crazy. Man.
But he was on the subway. You remember that scene?
I never seen Predator 2, actually. To be honest.
Let's switch this up. Terminator 1 or Terminator 2?
So there's a couple movies that I think the sequels are actually better than the first, and that's Terminator 2, one of the best movies ever made.
Yes. Absolutely.
I think maybe I like Rocky 2 better than Rocky 1, or Rocky, maybe. And then Back to the Future. I think I like 2 better than the original because there's so much more going on. He's kind of ducking himself. He's like, whoa.
Yeah, I got you.
I don't know. I think the sequel, same. I agree with Terminator 2, man. That guy, was it the Liquid T-1000? Is that what it's called?
They don't call him Liquid. It's just, he's just
Liquid.
T-1000.
So he had me really believing that this dude was running 100 miles per hour after a car. Just the way he was like, and the music was going.
That's how you run, kind of.
That's exactly how I run.
Yeah.
And then I play that
Slower,
music.
but your arms are moving the same.
I play that music in my head. You know, it's determination. He's like running forward, like oh shit, he's about to.
He was trying to murk John.
What's that?
He was trying to murk John.
John Connor, come with me if you want to live.
What do you think? What sequel you like better than the first one? If you could think of one.
Sequel? I would have to say, yeah, Terminator 2.
I think that's like definite. That's like, I don't know about Back to the Future, and I don't know about Rocky, but I do know about Terminator 2 being better than the first one.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Is there any other movies that have sequels that we didn't name that could be a close competitor?
I had those in my mind because I always thought that. Like, I feel like that's a question most people will say the sequel will never be better than the original. I think Godfather 2, maybe not better than the original, but is right there with the original. You know what I mean? If you needed a follow up, that one is solid.
I just thought of one, and this is I actually thought of two different ones. Guardians of the Galaxy. The second one, I've never seen it. I like that better. Okay, I'll throw another one at you. Batman, the Dark Knight, with the Joker. That's actually a sequel because they had the Batman Begins first.
That is way better.
So that's way better. That blows that one out of the water, you know. But they had to set it up to get to that point.
Yeah.
You know how I feel about those movies.
I know.
Sorry.
It's okay.
So, what other movies do you like besides Bloodsport or Kickboxer?
That's it, man. I just watch them on repeat over and over again.
VHS still?
I actually have both of them on VHS.
Yeah.
And they're the two from the movie store down the street that I used to rent them all the time. And no lie, back in the day, like back when I was a kid, you know, because we all that's how you watch movies. You rented them. We'd rent them like every couple of weeks. Like we get the new ones that came out, but I'd always be like, all right, you know, because you would get multiple movies at a time when you go.
Yeah.
So it was like, all right, we get this new movie.
Palmer Video or Blockbuster.
We didn't go to Blockbuster too often. Down the street, there's a place called Orbit Video in Egg Harbor Township.
Okay.
Orbit Video and Movie Madness, but Orbit Video was like had the bigger catalog. And yeah, I used to literally, like, if a new movie came out, we'd get it and we'd be like, Dad, while you're over there, get Bloodsport too. Like, and we had it like 2 weeks before, and then like later, like, and get Kickboxer. You know what I mean? Like, that's a movie that had so much repeat. Like, I could just watch it over and over again. But I won't keep referencing that. But
watch anything else?
Yeah. I heard you and Lane talking on the last one. You referenced Eternal Sunshine for a Spotless Mind. That's one of my favorite movies. Maybe my favorite Jim Carrey movie that's like not a comedy.
Absolutely.
The Cable Guy is really good too. Truman Show is really good. You ever see 7 Pounds?
No, I have not.
With Will Smith?
No.
It's up there. You ever see it?
I did see it.
Did it make you cry at the end?
Yes and no. I mean, it's. I don't. I've seen it so long ago. I actually seen it in the movie theaters. So
yeah.
I liked Will Smith in it. I liked the idea. I liked everything about it.
Don't give it away. He's got to watch it.
Yeah, that's not a movie that's more like up my alley. So. I liked him better like in Independence Day. You know what I mean? Like
you don't need to compare the two. I liked him in Independence Day too.
Yeah, so Men in Black. I can say Men in Black too. We can name a whole bunch of movies that he was probably in that was actually pretty
true.
legit.
But I feel like that was kind of a way, like that's like a different style. It's kind of like if you look at Jim Carrey being like a funny guy, and then you look at Eternal Sunshine for a Spotless Mind, it's like a different vibe. You know what I mean? This movie's like, I don't even know how to explain that movie. It's pretty intense. You got to check it out.
You ever see?
Everyone check out 7 Pounds.
I think it was the other one that Jim Carrey did, where he was like a serial killer or something like that.
23.
23.
That was good. That was actually really good for it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't remember it. I mean, I do remember it.
I heard that messed him up though.
He did it.
Mentally.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know about that, but I could see that.
That's what I heard. But yeah. Well, look at Heath Ledger after the Joker. That's the Joker curse.
What's the Joker curse?
Anyone that played Joker's been messed up or, killed themselves.
Jack Nicholson's fine.
Yeah. Who's the guy?
He's not crazy.
I don't know him personally, so.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. So.
I think he's all right. Well, who was played in the original TV series?
He's the one I think he killed himself.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That shut me down.
I'll have to really check that. Don't quote me on that. Gonna have to.
But there's enough to where it could be suggested that it's a curse because it happened to. It's not just one person. It happened to two, maybe even more.
Exactly.
I thought I heard. I could be making this up, but I thought Michael Jai White had something to do with that Batman movie.
He was. He was in Dark Knight. Yeah, he was one of the gangsters.
I didn't see it since it came out. That's how much.
Awesome.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know if it was a movie they were filming also during that, which wouldn't have made sense, like Heath Ledger and Michael Jai White. But I just remember a Michael Jai White interview where he was talking about, because everyone says he died because he was like playing with drugs or whatever, right?
Well, because he was mentally unstable, supposedly. After that, because he dived so deep into that character, and it was just such a mental toll on him.
So that's what I heard.
Yeah.
But Michael Jai White was saying that wasn't true. Now, I mean,
I don't know.
I think he was saying he was still around him and he was fine. Maybe he didn't really know. I don't know, but I didn't know if you guys knew if that was like a misconception or if he actually, did he die from the drugs, right?
Yeah.
Or did he kill himself?
Yeah, it was like a drug overdose, pretty much.
Okay.
From what I believe, what I read, but I'm not really investing a lot of time in finding out how this guy died. I got other shit to worry about.
Damn, Carl, chill.
I'm sorry, man.
No, I'm just saying, people that like that movie, I don't like those movies. I really don't know why. And I'm not even saying that to go against that. Everyone's like, oh, those movies are so good. If they like it, that's good. But
yeah, that's your preference, man.
I feel like people that go so hard for it would kind of know, because that's a pretty crazy thing that he did, the Joker, and then ends up dying while filming it, right? Or after?
No, it was after.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I think it was a while after.
Really?
I don't think it was right away either. I could be wrong again. There's something we had to look up. But I don't think he died right after. I think it was the film was already out.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, you know what? He died during the making of that
other movie. Yeah.
Yeah, that really weird kind of psychedelic movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't know the name of it, but I know you're right.
Drawing a blank on it.
So, any other movies?
I mean, there's so many movies you could go on forever. Favorite movies?
Well, yeah, favorite movies.
The original Spartacus, the original Planet of the Apes.
Wow.
Ben-Hur, the original.
Is that Michael Douglas?
Yep.
Kurt Douglas?
It's Kirk Douglas, yeah.
Kirk Douglas.
Yeah, Kirk Douglas.
Michael Douglas is his son. Do you like that style of music?
Yeah, they're like old movies I used to watch with my dad, like old kind of classic. I like the old classic movies. Everything was different back then because, like, if you had like a war scene, I mean, I like Gladiator and like newer ones too, but like the Ben-Hur and the Spartacus and the Taurus Bulba, they were all like, there was no CGI or anything back then. So if you had like a war scene where like it's like people like clashing on the battlefield on horseback, they literally had to like get thousands of extras and put them on horseback.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? There was a scene in Ben-Hur, a famous chariot race.
That's great.
That took over a year to film, just that scene alone. Like, you don't really, like, movies aren't like that anymore. I'm not saying they're not better in ways, but, you know, they were different.
Absolutely.
Respect to that, I guess.
What's your take on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Cowabunga!
With the cartoon or just in general?
The movies. The movies
are awesome. I mean, that's like a childhood nostalgic movie. The third one was pushing it for me, but it was still good. But the new ones, they can go back to hell where they came from.
Yeah, yes, they can.
Yeah,
I agree on that one.
The old cartoon show, really good. But the movies alone, the movies are
awesome. Good. What about the action? What about like Braveheart or 300?
So you referenced 300. I like 300, and the filming style, I think when it came out, everybody was like, whoa, that's cool. But I can't hold 300 to, like, I don't know. I like 300. I won't go in on 300. I don't love 300.
Did it make you
I
cry
know you do.
again?
No, but I know it hit you at the end, so.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Braveheart.
That hit me too.
Had some tears coming down from the last scene where they're castrating him and they want him to beg for mercy.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't going out like that. That Braveheart's actually one of my favorite movies too. I'm surprised I didn't say that one. I was spitting them out, but Braveheart's definitely in my top 10.
Gotcha.
Yeah, from the soundtrack to the story, it's like a love story, but you know, it starts from when he's a kid to when he dies. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's kind of a really good movie. Well done.
Last of the Mohicans.
Never seen it.
Oh man,
good. Should I check it out?
Loved it. Daniel Day-Lewis, awesome.
Yeah,
awesome actor. Wherever he goes or whatever role he plays, he really dives deep into it, and he like becomes that actual person. Gangs of New York. Bill the Butcher.
So I also have that on DVD in my blue crate. So I don't have Wi-Fi, so I don't have like Netflix, and I don't know how to watch movies. You know, I'm kind of in the past.
I'm going to show you my DVD collection.
But I have that, and I've never put it in and watched it. And I hear that and The Departed are both amazing, but I don't know. I just keep watching Bloodsport and Kickboxer over and over again.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
nothing wrong with that at all.
Absolutely, classics.
I'll check that out. I'll check out Last of the Mohicans because I feel like that's always referenced. It's got to be always referenced for a reason.
What about Universal Soldier? I know, right? Classic, dude. Yeah.
That's a good one.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's a good one.
The list goes on and on, I guess.
Yeah, seems you can go on forever.
Yeah. A lot of good movies that you don't think of, you don't remember. And then once you're said, you're like, yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Yeah, I love movies. I don't watch them like I used to, and I feel like, I don't know.
Well, what do you do in your spare time? You working out?
Yeah, I work out.
Reading books? Meditating?
Do all that. I don't read too many books, but it's something I'm trying to do more of, huh?
Partying?
No, I don't really party too much.
Look at that smile.
Huh? No, I really don't do that, but yeah.
Awesome, man.
I heard you...
I feel like you're directing everything towards me.
It is a little bit, but I heard you have a lot of knowledge about random facts of cats.
Of cats?
Of cats.
Not a lot. Maybe like 5.
I'd like to hear him. I don't think he heard him. So we have several questions for Carl here. So
huh? What's that?
What do you need to know, Carl?
Ask him the random fact questions. I don't know if you can remember off the top of your head.
Cat?
Yeah, remember?
Cats.
I mean, I know a couple, but I don't know if it's what you
I
want
thought
to
there was
say.
like a question where you had to answer.
Well, I know it's true. If cat has run out of food,
It'll eat you?
yeah,
Yeah.
and your dead body, your cat is going to eat you. That's all I know.
I never looked up to see if that's facts, but that might be true. I mean, they got that killer instinct in them.
I think there's a story where some old crazy cat lady passed out, or passed away, I should say, and her cats ate her because there was no food. There's like 30
maybe
cats.
they just really hated that girl. Maybe they just really hated that lady. You're referencing one story.
Absolutely.
Maybe she was a terrible cat mom.
How come they didn't eat her previously then?
Because
for her to die.
maybe she was strong.
She was feeding them.
She could slap them away.
She was feeding them.
Well, yeah.
Get out of here.
But they keep coming back.
Your day will come when you're weak, and we will swarm on you.
How many cats does it take to eat her? Like 20 cats? Like, how many cats do you have to get devoured by cats?
I mean, you remember that famous, or it's not famous, but that infamous chimpanzee story with the chimp that ate that lady's face?
No, I didn't hear that.
What happened? And I'm like, you don't really hear too many chimpanzee.
Eating people's
Maybe
faces.
you do, actually. Yeah, never mind. Let me stop right there.
There's plenty of attacks. I don't know
on
about
that.
specifically eating a person's face, but definitely chimpanzees attacks. You hear about that. And some of them have them as pets.
Michael Jackson, Bubbles. Isn't that his name? Bubbles?
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. I remember that. That's
Where's
crazy.
he at nowadays?
Who? Michael Jackson?
Jackson.
He's no longer with
Bubbles.
us.
Bubbles.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to check out Google and see where Bubbles is at.
Yeah, hope he's all right.
Think he's still
think he's
out
back
there
in the
somewhere?
wild.
Think he's still at Neverland? Just on the fucking carousel?
Probably.
Probably missing Michael Jackson. Miss you.
Cat facts, though? Cat facts?
Real quick, do you think he threw sand at Michael Jackson to show dominance?
I've never heard of that reference of chimps ever.
They do stuff and, throw sand to show dominance. That's what they do.
There used to be a cool show called Escape from Chimp Eden on TV. You can probably YouTube it. It's worth watching or checking out. It was some guy. I don't know if he was Australian. I kind of forget where it took place, but he had like a what do you call it when like you like take chimps that are being like not treated well, like a sanctuary?
Yeah, I think so.
Shelter?
Shelter.
I don't know. Nobody knows, but it's fine. Yeah, he had like a huge enclosure where he would like take chimps back to his place. And it was so crazy watching how like every time he would get a new one, how they would introduce it to the group. It's almost like human beings. Like if like I'm friends with you and you're bringing me over to his house, like, yeah, you can come over, they're having dinner. It's fine. He knows I'm bringing a friend. Like how, you know what I mean? It's kind of like how he would accept me into his house. It's kind of like through you.
Yeah.
But like you see them interact and sometimes it goes well and sometimes it doesn't go so well. So they're always like preparing for it like not to go well. You'd have to watch it, but
Absolutely. Yeah, I got you.
it's pretty badass. Like how they'll put their hands out and put it like the females will put their hands like near the male's mouth and it'll be like a trust thing. Like they're like letting you, I guess because chimps can like rip each other's hands and they bite each other. They can tear each other up. But I feel like we're digressing.
As humans?
No, me. I just went down
I didn't know where you were going with that. I thought you said
neither.
the question is humans. Like,
And we are maybe that too, but
we're not ripping each other apart and biting hands, are we?
are we not?
I mean, have we seen it? Sure.
Maybe back in the day.
I don't know. Maybe.
In Ukraine, you got people running over cars with tanks. That's kind of messed up.
It's
happening.
tragic. But,
This keeps going off here. There you go.
yeah, I think you might have to play with it a little bit. Keep it going. So, Josh, how you feeling?
Feel good.
Awesome.
Feel good. How do you feel?
I feel ecstatic. Amazing.
I feel like we need to tell the people what we did before we started this podcast, if they don't know already.
Oh, I'm sure they could tell. When we got Freddie over here, everything is possible. Yeah.
I don't know why. Yeah. So that's that.
That's that.
That's that. You
That's
know what I mean?
So what's up? What's another one? You come up with something.
What, for cats?
Oh yeah, the
You
cat
still didn't give me
facts.
the
The
5
cat facts.
Yeah, come on,
I
man.
don't know, when you put me on the spot, I can't think of stuff like that. So
Jeez.
you know,
Killing
like,
the guy.
you know,
He'll never come
cats, like they use a litter box and they cover their shit, right?
back. Yeah.
Well, big cats don't. So you get cats every now and then that don't cover shit. You know, you ever meet somebody who's like, my cat just takes a shit and he doesn't cover it. So apparently, big cats will shit out in the wild and be like, "Yo, this is my area."
Oh yeah.
Just so you know, I'm here.
Yeah.
But because cats are smaller, they'll cover it because they don't want to be found. They don't want to be known. They don't want people. They don't want
I got you.
predators to know where they're at.
Yeah. True.
You know how you pick a cat up by its neck and it like goes limp?
Yeah.
That's from when they're babies. It's like a safe. It's like a. It's so when the mom has to move them, they go limp. So if they gotta hop up and carry them places, that the baby's not like moving around. So that, you know, it's supposed to just go limp so it can be carried to where it needs to go to
got you.
safely.
That makes sense. Now you have a cat, right?
I do.
What's the name of your cat?
Alchemist.
Awesome.
Alchemist.
What kind of cat is it?
I don't know. It's like
Mixed?
it's a gray one.
I don't think that's a breed.
What is it named
A breed
after?
of cat.
The book, The Alchemist.
A book that you clearly read and you enjoy?
Yeah, I like it. It's a good
I've
book.
actually never read it or heard of it, so if you could explain a little bit about it. So, is there spoilers? Can you give spoilers, or is it just a book about in general stuff where?
Yeah, it's this kid that has his dream about finding gold, and he sets out to go find it. And he meets people that kind of help him along his way.
Was the kid's name Josh?
I'm drawing a blank. No, his name wasn't Josh, but now I'm not going to be able to think of it.
But that's alchemy is the study of turning, was it like iron into gold?
Gold, lead to gold.
Lead to gold. That's
Yeah,
it.
it's anything through through magic, kind of.
That's a real thing.
Yeah, the book's kind of about following your personal journey. Like we all have a quest we're supposed to set out on, and you're supposed to kind of see it through. Because along his way, he's met with he could turn around and stop, not have to go through with it. But the universe, he kind of pushes through. And I don't want to give too much away. It's pretty good.
No, but that's good, man. It's kind of deep.
It's a good book. I actually, Will Smith, we referenced 7 Pounds. He talked about it in an interview, and that made me check it out.
Oh wow,
It's a good book.
yeah, okay.
Good book.
It's on the read list now.
Yeah. I think he's making a movie about it too.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
interesting.
They started filming. I don't know whatever happened to it. I just found out about that like a month or two ago.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah.
See what's going on.
Me too.
Carl, how'd you sleep all week? Did you not look at your watch? Did you look at the watch when you woke up? Did you completely forget about it?
Well, with the watch and the sleeping, the tracking, I've been looking at it, and basically when I wake up and I feel refreshed, like I did, I check it out and see how the rhythm goes. It's pretty good. So if actually getting that in check, I think getting off the caffeine train has been helping out a lot.
Is that mud water right there?
Yeah.
So you didn't have no coffee today. You drank the mud water instead, and you haven't had a cup of coffee since when?
I couldn't tell you.
It's been that long?
No, it was recently. Lewis came back from Colombia. He brought some.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
I bet you that drinking that had to
Valdez.
make you feel pretty good, right?
Juan Valdez, pretty good. Yeah, gonna have to thank that guy.
So that was good coffee then. So maybe coffee's good, but not as an everyday tool of 3 times a day. But maybe once in a while here and there, it's actually good for you.
Absolutely.
I'm sure it has a lot of good.
Yeah, caffeine's good, but at the same time, you have to drink a lot of water about it too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, get the full effects and everything because caffeine dehydrates you and all that stuff.
Any dreams?
Nothing too crazy recently. What about you?
Well, I got a question. Wait, was I really Bill in the last one, or I wasn't Bill?
Huh?
Oh, we talked about that.
Yeah.
He said he thought he was Bill, and I was like, "You're not
I
Bill."
didn't really think I was Bill. I was just hoping I was Bill.
No.
Deep down, I know I wasn't Bill, but
I know.
You're not Bill.
I'm sorry.
Bill is actually Bill.
Oh,
That's crazy. Or his name
then
is
I know
William.
who it is. Yeah. All right.
No.
That makes more sense than me.
Nah, you never met Bill. You never seen him or anything. Nope.
Oh, I thought it was somebody at work, and then I thought someone that
It's someone I work with, but not at work.
Okay.
Okay. So that's for
enough.
another story.
So, yeah, you remember any dreams that you had? Anything recently?
Yeah.
I had this really bizarre dream. It was kind of like a nightmare more so. And it was like super long and like, you know how dreams are like spotty, like you'll be somewhere, but you don't know how you got there and then you'll end up somewhere. And then like when you think about it, you're like, it's kind of all over the place. This one was like, from what I remember, although I feel like dreams are very fleeting all the time. And I'm probably having a false memory that I remember it not being that way. Like I'm like, oh, it's so linear and I remember it. I'd probably give you like a fake story of the dream. But all I remember was I was with my friend and we went out somewhere and I don't know if I got drunk or what. For some reason I blacked out and it became the next day and I had like somebody else's car. Like I stole somebody else's car and I was going through my phone and I had all these pictures on my phone of like a crime I committed. And I was trying to go back and like undo it, like get the car back before anyone realized I took the car. It was really weird, but it was pretty dark. It was a pretty dark dream.
What do you think that was about?
I don't know.
Feeling guilty about something?
Nah, I don't think I stole any cars or.
But I mean, do you think like that could be like a guilt, like it's something weighing on you that maybe you have to get off your chest about something, or is it just because your mind made up this scenario where you felt bad about something? So what I'm wondering is there something that maybe
I didn't feel bad. I just wasn't trying to get caught.
Okay,
No, I'm just joking. Yeah, I don't know. They say dreams are like a message, like in your subconscious, but I mean, I couldn't tell you why or where that came from.
Interesting.
But I know one thing: when I woke up, I was like, that wasn't real.
What the pictures look like? Were you looking through a phone and it was actually pictures of like?
I don't really remember. If I told you, I'd be lying. I remember there's like blood in them, like there was like I did something violent. Yeah, I know we're recording it, so it's kind of I didn't say that.
Oh, this is a mission of guilt.
Yeah, but in my dream, it was kind of like I was waking up. Or yeah, in the dream, it was like I didn't know what happened. You know what I mean? It was like I had to have done something, but I didn't know what I did. And maybe that morning when I woke up, I could have told you about it. But like days later, it escapes me. But
Awesome.
I didn't steal the car.
That's
I
good.
didn't hurt nobody.
Good.
What car was it that you had to
I
steal?
don't know.
You had to get your hands on. Your
like
mind.
a minivan.
What's that?
A minivan. I don't know.
You're like, man, I got to get my hands on this car.
I don't remember
What
what
was
car.
it, like a Formula F1 racing car? Like what?
No, it wasn't any kind of crazy car from what I remember, but I couldn't tell you what kind of car it was.
Yeah.
Definitely wasn't better than my 2016 Honda Civic with no hubcaps on it.
Oh yeah.
Tell you that much.
Good gas mileage right there, man.
Yeah. True.
So what do you get? Like 27 miles to the gallon? 28, 30? What?
Probably about that.
Yeah.
Put it on eco mode.
It's not terrible.
Eco mode.
You had to switch, that bad boy
There's
out of
the eco
sport.
mode.
You had to switch it out of sport.
It has sport, or I don't know. Does it have sport? No, it doesn't have sport.
Come on, man. It's a hatchback. It has to have sport.
It's not a hatchback.
In my mind, it is.
Okay.
Awesome.
How's that mud water?
Good, man. It's delicious.
So you gave him coffee and you got mud water.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. If you want some mud water, I'll give you some mud water as well.
No, it's cool.
But you wanted coffee, so I gave you coffee.
I appreciate that,
How's that coffee?
sir.
I liked
good.
it.
Good, right? That French
good.
press, man.
Thank you.
That's the way to do it.
I think that's the best way to make coffee, man. There's nothing tops that.
French press?
I think so. Yeah. What do you think?
I don't know. I don't know anything about coffee. Does it make it taste different?
Okay, let me ask you a question. You had Wawa coffee and you had homemade coffee.
Yeah, this isn't Wawa coffee anymore.
But what I'm comparing is that can you taste the difference? Do you notice the difference?
Different beans. Everything about it's different. That's better, yeah. I don't think Wawa coffee's that good. Just like how everybody loves the Batman movies. and I don't. Everyone loves Wawa coffee, and I don't.
You like Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks to kind of like put everything in perspective?
I don't like Wawa coffee either, so I'd rather have homemade coffee at my house.
It tastes like watered down or something, right?
They're probably chipping out on the beans or
If you have the regular is definitely watered down. That's why I always went with like the Cuban.
I always get Colombian.
dark roast.
Yeah, dark roast, stuff like that.
I think nothing beats like homemade anything. So you go out to a restaurant, you can say
how fresh it is. Like you go right across the street.
Absolutely.
I won't put out your where you reside, but you go right across the street and get them fresh beans and they grind it right there. I feel like that's going to be better than
That's it. Awesome.
However long Wawa takes to.
That's probably way better than Starbucks, but people wait in line at Starbucks all day.
It's for those mixed drinks, though. A lot of those mixed drinks, those frappuccinos and mocha lattes and all that stuff, it's full of sugar.
It's all syrup. It's all artificial stuff and syrup and this and that. Where's the coffee anymore? How about just coffee?
You can get coffee from there, but why pay that much for regular coffee?
And like I said, homemade coffee is still way better.
Absolutely. It's made from the heart. That's why. See? That's why you guys love it.
Yep. You made that with love, I know.
Made it with love.
I know you did.
I love you guys.
Carl.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Thank you for coming out here, both of you. Getting this figured out and worked out and all that stuff, man. I'd like to have you back here again, man. Turn this on.
Yeah, I'll turn this back on.
My man.
Yeah,
My
keep
man
it
wants
on
this.
that, man.
Keep it on.
He's gotta
You got
keep
the
it
button
going.
on that side.
Are you one of those people who didn't see Breaking Bad yet?
So I did see Breaking Bad. Hold on.
You? Go on.
Yeah.
You seen it?
I watched it a long
I
time
didn't
ago.
finish it though. I got tired of it.
Okay.
That's
But
what
I
I'm
have
saying.
like ADD personality, so like I think I got like quite a few seasons through. I think like 5. How many seasons are there? 6?
6
Right around
sounds
there.
about right.
6, 7.
I think I got to like 4 or 5, and I was just over it. Like I get why everyone else likes it, but like the last thing I remember, and I seen this like a couple years ago, so I was already like way late to it. The last thing I remember was like, how like what's the kid's name? Jesse.
Yeah.
He'd always like they'd always be good, and what's the guy's name?
Walter White.
Yeah, like they'd be good. Walt would get them on track, and then Jesse would like do something, because he's a drug addict or whatever he would end up doing would like throw their operation off, right?
Yeah.
It's like, how many times are they going to get back on track and get thrown off again?
And then he cries, and then he blames Walt for everything, and then
It's like you're seeing like come season 4, the last thing I remember is they met that dude at the chicken spot, and he gave him the setup like under in that lab and everything.
Absolutely.
And I don't even remember how Jesse messed that up. Oh yeah, no, he wanted more money. He wanted like a bigger cut, but they were making like millions of dollars, but they were safe in a spot where they could have just kept making money for a while and had more money than they ever had anyway when they were selling it for like way less. He still messes it up. And then I was like, I'm done.
So did you watch Game of Thrones?
No.
Okay, so you didn't even start that. So I thought maybe something like that. I don't know if you would have the same reaction. It's still a very good story, but I'm wondering if halfway through you're going to be like,
I probably would.
You know why?
Yeah.
Because you can't wait for winter. So halfway through like 4 seasons, and you'd be like, man, they keep talking about winter.
Was that like was that a reference to being funny?
That was a reference to the show.
Yeah,
So
Winter's coming.
yeah.
I think I would either like that movie. So going back to Breaking Bad, that's like a show you hear, everyone's talking about it. And I'm like, it's to me at the time, I was like, I think it's just something like everybody's hopping on, kind of like The Walking Dead, even though I know a lot of people like that too, but I never watched that. But I was always like, everyone's talking about Breaking Bad. And it kind of turned me off, I guess. Like, I don't know. I just never watched it for whatever reason. And then I watched it and I'm like, oh, okay, this is what everybody was talking about. Like, I get it now. I feel like Game of Thrones would definitely have potential because it's rare. People don't like it. I feel like everyone's pretty high on it.
It's different. So I was watching The Walking Dead too at some point in time. Probably like 6, 7 seasons in, man. I just like you with your Breaking Bad. I'm just like, okay, How many times are they going to be sneaking around and then like get ambushed by zombies?
Yeah.
Like, when you open that door, zombie in the closet. Yeah, we get it.
Yeah.
Why open the closet? Have no idea. But we got to get ambushed. So there's no way out, or they get trapped, or
Yeah, you can only keep things going for so long.
yeah. And I think they should have ended it a couple seasons back when, especially like I said, we talked about it before, losing characters. You know,
Yeah.
what are they, 10 seasons in or some shit?
Yeah.
I think sometimes when you pull the plug on it at the right time,
Makes it better.
yeah. Yeah, you don't want it to go on too long. Be like, it was good up until like season 3, and then
Awesome.
I don't know.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Who cares?
You watching anything? Anything new recently?
Just Netflix stuff. Nothing too crazy.
How far did you make it into your realm of Eldorian Ring? What is it called? Eldorian Ring? How far did you make it into that?
Elden Ring.
Elden Ring, okay.
Haven't touched it in a
Now
while.
you haven't played?
Nope. Busy doing stuff.
Nah, yeah, I get it.
Can I stop you guys real quick? Santiago was the kid's name in The Alchemist. Continue.
Okay. Look at that.
Okay. That's okay.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Glad it got back to
Because
you.
somebody's probably like, he didn't even read the book. They got him. They got me. Haven't read it in a long
man.
time.
I think he's just saying random names.
Look it up.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm sure you're right. I'm sure you read it.
We're going to have to check it out.
Yeah,
No,
definitely.
I don't want to stop that flow. Sorry. I would have forgot it again.
Not at all, man. No, we're pretty much wrapping up here for time.
Okay.
Stuff like that. So I'm glad you had a good time.
Thank you, sir.
Gonna have you out here again. You're a staple for this podcast.
I'll be here, man. We'll be around. So.
All right. Awesome. Thank you
Over
very
and out.
much.
Yeah, we'll